Let's see if our 45-year-old friend. Let's see if our 50-year-old friend has cooked. Let me pull it up on screen here. Let's see the totally very not seething. Actually, this is the seething. I hate the passive aggressive negative stuff. The not seething or the seething beta male, gay middle-aged man. Not seethe or cope and seethe. I hate the passive aggressive. Totally not. It's just K. It's retarded. I'm a boxer. I'm aggressive. You know, when I box, I'm not a counter puncher. I'm kind of like a Mike Tyson type, just beast. I'm kind of like a beast. I kind of just go in until they're dead or they give up. All right, let's find out what he has to say. Don't call this desultory team of spent GOP rent boys Groypers. Groypers were invented by Earth Rabbit. Thank you for that. Okay. This is the end of Groypers too. Not just Nick, but also the Groypers. The Groypers are being called out here. Not only is Nick completely ruined, but he's also not going to let you be Groypers anymore. You're just rent boys. You're just gay boys that he has sex with. Groypers were invented by Earth Rabbit and were an online organic phenomenon. Imagine being a 45-year-old man talking about the lore of Groypers. I'm just a 45-year-old man discussing, don't mind me, I'm just a 45-year-old gay man in Brazil talking about the etymology of the word Groyper. Don't mind me. I might not have any kids. I may not have a wife. I may not know how to box, like Paulton does, the epic boxer, dad. But I do know the etymology of which Twitter accounts created Groypers. Drew a fat green frog. I do know which Twitter account drew a fat green frog sitting with its hands across its belly. And we're an online organic phenomenon used by that Groyper. The name was appropriated later by Ezra Fagan Levance, freak show, child actor carnies. A little much. A little too much adjectives going on here. Spent, GOP, rent boys. Online, organic, phenomenon. Ezra Fagan Levance. See, he's anti-Semitic. See, he's kind of basically like anti-Semitic. Freak show, child actor, carnies, and a mirroring PR campaign. It's like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just seething, dude. Very organic phenomenon. These kids have it. That's right. Get another spent rapper or blown out ex-MMA walking concussion. The seething about the guy, oh, what's his name? Who's that guy's name? I don't really follow him. What's his name? Sean Strickland? No, it's not Sean Strickland, right? It's the other guy. Yeah, Jake Shields. Jake Shields is just a dude, bro. Like, he's not... Jake Shields is not embarrassing. He's just like a boxer or MMA guy who is now doing something else with his life. It's kind of gay. It's like, what? It's actually, with my now understanding of martial arts and combat sports, it kind of upsets me. It kind of upsets me as a professional boxer. It makes me... You don't come after... You came after one of us, you come after all of us. To challenge Trump. Calling Ezra Levance kids. So he's now Ezra Levance. It's like, what? I thought he was Qatari, Chinese spy, gay, pedophile. What does Ezra Levant have to do with any of this? Let's show on the social media we have the spirit of the youth. Very organic presence. Lol, they ain't ready for that much reality yet. There are literally photos of Nick drawing the first Groyper. Nice try, Zionist. Nick Fuentes drew the first Groyper during the Groyper War. You have no idea what you're talking about. Dude, this is so funny. Nick Fuentes literally invented Groypers. He drew the first one himself live. It's so funny that people are like, she doesn't get the joke. Wrong. She's just retarded. She doesn't get what's going on here. I'm not going to say it because I don't want her to figure out what's going on because she's retarded and it's funny. but she took screenshots of this to not understand. Like she doesn't understand what's going on. Boxing for cowboys and gentlemen alike. Don't get to the barefoot MMA, wrestling, savagery. Well, yeah, I would never do MMA. I'm not built for that. I'm too tall and wiry. Like I can't. That's like I'd get hurt. I would actually get hurt. Boxing is like comfy because you can do actually training just for health, and then also like some sparring. So it's a little bit of like fighting, but I'm not gonna do any like professional because I'd get like brain damage. I'd get brain damage and I'd get hurt. So I'm not gonna do that. MMA is just too intense for me. It's so funny. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand, dude. This is kind of an indictment on their level of intelligence. He's not very good at describing his thoughts. I thought Jews were supposed to have high verbal IQ. No, they just lie a lot. Like you guys don't understand. Like you have somebody with honor who's 105 IQ. And they're not going to be like super high verbal IQ. They're just going to be like trustworthy and kind of basic. You get somebody who's a liar who's 105 IQ. They're also not going to have a high verbal IQ. They're just going to be lying so much that they're going to be fantastical. And somebody who has honor is just going to assume that they're telling the truth because they have honor and they have a level of like discipline and like they project their level of honesty. And so they think, they can't really just get this person just lying. This person's just retarded. This head is built to take punches. Yeah. This guy writes like he thinks too much of himself. This sounds like Wendy's Trump derangement syndrome lib boomer. What's up, Among Baby? But no, I'm so excited, dude. I had so much fun. It was so nice to do like a real thing that's just like comfy and not political at all, and just it's like it's not even like I'm not trying to do. It's not like Blue Jays like trying to do something that's productive. This isn't even really productive in terms of like getting my life like making money or like making a tool that's helpful. It's just like actually fun to do. It's like a good exercise and that stuff. It's just awesome, honestly. It's very, very, very cool. I recommend everybody do it. Very enjoyable. It's very, because it was a full body workout too. It was like a full, just legs, also arms, also like it's not, the thing is too, it's not just working out, it's also like having to memorize like, oh, punch this way, move this way. So it's also like almost like dancing in a way, if that makes sense. It sounds kind of gay, but kind of what it is. It's like dancing in terms of like moving this way, that way, like the rhythm of where to hit and like where to move. And so it's like basically it's not just physical, it's also mental. So it's very fun. For real though, BAP scene looks like a bunch of gay chuds. ETE town. Yeah, but it's just, dude, the seething. It's like, oh, this isn't really Groyper War in action. But this is the thing where it's funny because you think about the JD Vance thing. The JD Vance thing is they're like mad because it's actually like it fits. Like it's like he is weird, so like the couch thing is funny. And so like their reaction is very defensive. Whereas this is like you're looking at it and it's just very funny. It's like genuinely funny because it's like it doesn't hit, right? Humor, like when people like roast you and it's kind of funny. It's like when people call me crazy or like a drug addict. It's funny, but it also hurts because it's true. They call me a violent felon, criminal who'll never get his life back. But it's like it hits, it burns, it gets into my soul because what I really want in life is to have a college degree and have a normal 9-to-5 job and to be a normie. And I really wish I could be accepted, but I can't because I'm a loser. And so it really hurts, right? There's a sting of truth to it. It's the same thing with JD Vance. Like the couch thing has a sting of truth to it because he is weird, he is odd, and he doesn't have riz or charisma. This is just kind of funny because it's not over the point, it's not over the target. It doesn't really have a sting to it. Look at the reposts, just straight bots. Because it doesn't even make any sense. Because like Nick does have this instance has been really limited. Basically zero organic engagement. They aren't even trying to hide it. Ooh, W, just pure fraud, just open fraud. Nick on screen, turning his laptop to the screen, showing him using the bot form. Kind of epic, honestly. Whether botting or bottoming, there's a zero. This is a zero effort zone. It's like, what? This is so blatant. LMAO. He must have used like the cheapest possible service. He's boosted by bot farms in India or whatever. Has Swedish journalists publishing his takes and took $250,000 of Bitcoin from some mysterious European. Is this a joke? Dude, I know all about the $250,000 of Bitcoin. That was from a French guy who killed himself. And it made me it did make me upset because he didn't send it to me. It'd be so awesome if somebody sent me $500,000 or $250,000 and killed themselves. Because not only do I get a bunch of money, but then also they can't like ask me for favors in the future. I don't owe them anything because they're dead. That's like my dream. Honestly, my dream is somebody sending me like $1 million in money and then killing themselves. Because it would suck for them to kill themselves, but then I don't owe them anything because they're dead, right? So then like the gift is done. I don't have any sort of like responsibility with the money. It's like the dream gift is like, not only do you get something awesome, but the person who gave it to you dies. They kill themselves. So you're free to do whatever you want with it for the rest of your life. Yeah, I heard Chad Champion sent nudes to Milo. They call you a gay serial killer. Yeah, that's funny, dude. That's funny. That makes me laugh because, like, yep, what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? Yep, I'm the gay serial killer. I did my serial killing, my homosexual serial killing, and did my crime sprees. And now I'm just a normie. Now I'm just hanging out with black guys, white guys, boxing. You know, just part of the streets. Accepted in the boxing gym. Kind of a legend. You know, visiting the Bahamas. Sipping unlimited alcohol at a resort. Getting drunk. Listening to music, relaxing on a beach. Swimming, snorkeling. Sailing. I did some boat sailing, but I got really mad during that because I busted up my face. I was pushing a boat in when I went to the Bahamas. I was doing some sailing, and I went to push the boat in after I had done sailing. It was like one of those sailboats where you use like the sail, you pull it in and that sort of thing. And I'm pushing it onto the shore, and I slip with my foot. I slammed my face like across here. I busted up my entire lip. So the rest of the trip, my whole lip was busted up, and it was like for a week, is healing, and like my face had like a cut in it, and I was really miserable after that because I also didn't have any nicotine. Dang, I was not happy about that. That was miserable, but Paul, did you sleep? Yes, I did. I did. Did Milo even drop anything, or did he just do it for attention? Not yet. He's still dropping. He's still talking. He's not even doing anything. Honestly, this is the thing. So I like Milo because I think he has a lot of potential to be a troll. I think he is. And I'm that type of person who's like, I respect. I enjoy villains. I enjoy like Ralph. Like Ralph, I love. Right. Even when Ralph left, I was rooting for him to get sober. And I'm rooting for him to get his life, doing well. I think he's doing well now, so I'm happy for him. I always gas him up whenever I interact with him. I do. I genuinely like Ralph. I always will. He's wild, and I think it's better. I think it's better for everybody. I think it's better for him that he's off Cozy because he can be free and be wild. And I think it's better for Cozy because he's, not his level of insanity isn't like connected to people anymore. So I think it's better for everybody. But Ralph is like a character where he can be a villain, and it's awesome, right? He can be like a crazy person. He can be wild, and he's free to do that because he never pretends to be. He never pretends to be a good person. He never pretends to be like a saint. Whereas Milo's problem is that, number one, he's kind of alpha widowed. He's kind of gaped by 2016 when he had a big audience, and he kind of got it taken away from him. Because he, was huge. He had a huge platform. He had a huge following, a lot of influence, a lot of money, constant money. But the problem with that is he was doing a ton of drugs, right? Not even the gay sex is not really a problem. There's lots of functional homosexuals. Trust me. Don't think about that too much, but pause. Anyway, he used so much drugs because he had so much money that I think he did blow out his like brain you know, his butt was getting blown out, but also he blew out his brain to a certain degree where it'll never be the same, really. And the only people who can really do that are Irish people, really. It's like you think about Ralph. Ralph can like just abuse Xanax and he can get super drunk and he'll be fine when he sobers up. Like he's still sharp. He's still a sharp person when he sobers up because like whatever the Irish brain is, it's not human. You know what I mean? Whereas Milo is just he hasn't been the same since. Like he's still using and it's still just like a shadow of his former self. He was literally high in that debate he did with Destiny. Yeah. It doesn't, and he has the problem for being the villain, for being like the crazy villain. The problem with it is that he's gay. He's obviously gay. He can't, if he's trying to be the good person, which is what his role right now that he's trying to do is like I am anti-pedophilia, I'm anti-grooming, I'm trying to save the kids. That doesn't work because he's at his best when he's just a horrible person, right? He's funny when he's a horrible person. And, you know, unlike Ralph, he kind of put himself into a corner because he's supposed to be a Christian. He's supposed to be not gay anymore. And he's, but we know, like, the only part that's funny about him, and the best part that's funny about him, is when he's just nasty and mean. And so he can't really, he's just blown out. It's just over. Yeah. Ethan Ralph is kind of the Ubermensch. Ethan Ralph doesn't justify himself. He doesn't do things in terms of morality. He does things in terms of self-interest, and it's naked, right? It's naked self-interest. So there's a certain level of, you know what it is, right? You know what you're going to get. This is the entertainment. And so he's free to do what he wants, right? He's always free, no matter whether he's sober or drunk. He's free to be himself, and he's never stuck, right? He's always free to move around in his lair how he wants. Whereas Milo's operating in this context of like morality and moral fagging, and it doesn't work. And also the gay stuff. I was talking to my girlfriend about this. If you're a child, if you're 8 or 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, even 15, I would say, any gender, male or female, yes, it's horrible. Gay rape is horrible. Gay stuff, molestation is horrible. Anything also inside the house is horrible because you can't control that if you're a kid. But if you're 16 or older and you're a guy and you go to a meetup and you get raped, I don't really think you got raped, sorry. Like if you're doing drugs with gay people, maybe you got raped, but do I really have sympathy? No, I don't really care, dude. I really don't have. You're just a gay person. You're a gay person who's doing dumb gay stuff. And get over it, right? It's just stupid, okay? Why did Milo even start going so hard at Nick like this? Because it's his chance to it's his attempt to be relevant. It's his attempt to get some sort of like paycheck, some sort of platform, that sort of thing. Because he doesn't, without Nick, he doesn't really have a platform. It's kind of similar to Jaden, where it's like without like Nick, even like Bap to some point, to some degree, where it's like there's no real. Like, who's going to listen to them about what? Like, what is the... Nick is the hot topic du jour, There's not really a main appeal. Because there's not really a main appeal to a gay guy who had sex with black guys, who's now like, don't have sex with black guys, and don't do drugs, and be Catholic. There's not really a ton of appeal. I don't really know if it's a big audience for that, generally. To be fair, Nick could have not defended Ollie. He just made it harder on himself. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Nobody does anything perfectly. Everything is, to some degree messed up. I personally don't really care. Honestly. Like, just to be real. But it's, obviously, yeah, it could have done it better.
This guy goes to us again. Wow.
Anonymous sent $5 Milo's Jewish gay and pretended to become Catholic. Back to some boxing.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever.
Oh, this is so funny.
Brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey.
This is like me with John Dave Irving.
There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah.
He's just, he's from Catskill too. He's from Greene County, just like me. There's something in the water in Greene County. This is what I was like yesterday. I think Nick, thank you for that. I don't think I'm gonna watch boxing though. I feel like it's better if I just do this without doing any sort of like I really feel like just doing it the natural way, doing it without any sort of external like look at watching boxing. So I don't have any desire to. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fan of the sport in terms of like watching it. I've never been into it. It's cool, but I've never been like, whoa, I need to watch this. I think it's more cool if I just don't know anything about it. I don't know any like facts, and the only thing I learned is like how to from doing it. I feel like that's a lot better. I feel like it's a lot more organic, and I feel like that gives me an advantage if I ever do sparring. Watching is how you learn. Are there really good boxers at your gym? I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure there are. I couldn't tell you though because I went once for an hour. I have no idea. Right? When I was there, I was worried about signing up. Not worried about, but I was focused on signing up and doing it and following, the steps and following what I have no idea. I'm sure there are though. You should fight a white champion. Find a white champion in your weight class to look up to. You're not going to move like a darkie in the ring. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do some sparring because I want to actually get like punched and do like the actual. But I'm not going to be doing actual boxing. I'm not going to be going to like competitions. I'm old, dude. I'm almost 30 years old. I'll never be like a great, but I just need to be better than John Dave Irving, which I probably already am, after an hour of training. Eastern European niggas are really scary in boxing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's also a reason why I think I'm going to be good at it. Like, all jokes aside, when I did it with Wuza, I thought, okay, actually, I'm going to be pretty good at this. Like, I wasn't thinking I'm going to do it again, but I was like, oh, this is actually not bad. Like, getting punched is not bad. And I can do this fine. Like, I can, not knowing how to do it at all, but just putting on the gloves and doing it, I was like, this is fun. This is actually enjoyable. But that's another reason why I think I'll be good, because I'm like half Irish, part Eastern European, part German. And all those are good at boxing. I think Ireland has like one of the most, like, has a crazy amount of, in boxing in the Olympics, crazy amount of medals. So I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be good. I don't think I'll be. Paul, you need an MMA training dummy or boxing bag to practice hits and takedowns on. No, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to be fit. I'm trying to be healthy. I think it'll be good, especially as I get older, hit into my 30s. I don't want to end up. Beardson mode. You know what I mean? Last thing I want is to end up Beardson mode, just completely mogged by me and AFPAC. I want to kind of be just healthy. And I think this is a good way to be healthy. Good way to be healthy. And also decently learn a decent skill and that sort of stuff. Always remember when you train, there is no spoon. Yeah. Yeah, I did mog Beardson though. Totally mogged him, but it'll be awesome. It is awesome. That's the thing. I'm very excited, very fun. It reminds me of when I played baseball a little bit, because it was like, never gonna do this seriously, never gonna be a professional, but I'm enjoying myself and it's healthy. It's a good good to actually do something. It's fun to, it's hard to express, and maybe it sounds gay. And I was thinking about how to say it because I don't want to sound gay. But I thought, I'll be sincere, I'll be nice, I'll be honest, and I'll just be direct and explain how happy I am about it. And if people make fun of me for being excited, that just shows they're low quality people. And the people who are quality will be like, yeah, this is awesome. And everybody else who like makes fun of me for being positive about it and enjoying it, there's losers. They're just cynical people. You know what I mean? How much did it cost to sign up for a month or whatever? Well, I don't want to say because that might dox me. I don't want to say how much per month. I would tell you. It was not bad. It was not super cheap. It's also not super expensive. It's a decent amount. Your whole life has culminated in the showdown between a ring against Box and Boxley. Fall in danger, all sweaty grinder. Yeah, dude, that was crazy though. That was when I was like, dang, I need to actually go on walks, and I need to run, and I need to get like a jump rope. So I like wiped my face, wiped my hair with my boxing glove when I was like training, and I was like just sweat on it. I was like, dang, bro, I'm old. Number one, I'm old. Number two, I am not. I need to be a lot more fit. To be quite honest, if Ollie is still in control of AF post and it's over, no, it's not, dude. I talked to the people running it, and it's not. It's nobody. It's I couldn't even tell you who it is. It's some guy who runs it, who DM'd me about something, and I was like, okay. I think he was DMing me a Bowden coin. And I was like, don't promote it because you can get in trouble if you're running an account and promoting something that you own secretly. Don't do that. And he's like, okay, I won't do that. It's not Holly at all. It's just some random dude. Now, I don't know. Maybe there's an alt account that he has control over it. I don't think so at all. Dude, they just make up retarded things. It was a nice guy. I'm not saying it was like a loser. I'm just saying it was somebody I don't know the name of. It was like a person who's not like a celebrity or e-celebrity or like streamer, more like big account. It's just like a normal person. But if I ran AF post, I'd chill Bowden hard and secretly own a bag. It's over, bro. Crypto, all the stuff, even my dog coins are sucking. But it makes sense. Everything, the air is out of the room for crypto until I also I think I have COVID because I think my girlfriend has COVID. So I think I have COVID, but I don't want to because I have to go to the gym tomorrow. I'm kind of worried because I feel like it would be like a bad sign if I go one day and then the next time it happens I don't go and I give off a bad impression. You know, so I don't want to give off a bad impression. So even if I'm a little under the weather, I'll still go because it's important. It's important to just get in the habit of doing it. This is the bottom, nigga. There's between 300 billion to 100 trillion. Janet Yellen is ready approved to inject. Yeah, no, I think it'll go up. I think crypto will go up. But I think at the moment, everyone's just worried about Iran because they don't realize they don't do anything. But Muslims are weak, dude. Muslims are annoying. Arabs are weak, histrionic. Yeah, air is out of the room until Chainlink jumps up.